At Top Class Boxing here with current IBF champ Randy Caballero, ready to be fighting on November 21st on the undercard of Cotto Canelo. How does that make you feel knowing that you're going to be fighting on a major undercard like that?
I'm excited. I'm really excited just to be back inside the ring after being off for so long. It's going to be a year already being out of the ring, so just to be back on a big card, be back inside the ring, and to put on a great performance in front of my fans, friends, and family. You know, because everybody's anxious for me to get back, as well as myself, just very anxious to get back. I'm ready to defend that title, keep defending that title, win some other titles, and just put on a great show and let everybody know who I am, and I'm back to put a name for myself.
What do you know about your opponent?
You know what? He's a tough guy, really tough guy. He's going to come forward. He's going to do whatever he can to take my title away, but we train hard. You know, I'm not taking anything away from him. You know, he's my mandatory for a reason. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but we're ready. We know what he's bringing to the table, and training camp I feel better than ever. And I know a lot of people always say that, but this one, trust me, this one when I say it, I'm a whole different person. I literally am. I'm more hungrier, more smarter, and I'm gonna come with everything just to take this guy out and look spectacular. Because I know after this fight, it's gonna open a whole bunch of doors for me that night.
Now you say you're a whole different person. What was the difference between now and the way you were before?
Well, before, you know, I think just the fact that me being off for so long, that hunger came back. That hunger that I had when I first turned pro. You know, fighting over and over. You as a person, you can tell yourself, man, I can keep going forever. But I think, you know, your body just literally just burns out, just fight after fight. And I think, you know, this whole long layoff got me back to that hunger that I used to have. And I'm excited. I'm ready to go back. You know, I've always been excited to step in the ring, but just this one, you know, I feel a whole different person back inside that ring. We're sparring. You know, my body feels so alive, so energetic, just really good. And I think this fight right here is gonna put that perspective on people on me. Like, I'm a whole different person this fight, and trust me, I'm excited.
Is that when El Matador, the name is gonna come out?
Oh, definitely. You know what? They're gonna see a whole different Randy Caballero that night, and they're gonna know why I'm the world champion. I'm gonna stay the world champion.
Now, English fans normally bring a lot of fans, and they're very, very loud. They make a lot of ruckus. Do you think that's going to affect you at all during the fight?
You know what? After winning the world title, I went to Monte Carlo, and, you know, fighting Stuart Hall, his whole family was there. That whole crowd was for him. But the day of the press conference, the day before weigh-ins, I stood on that podium and I told everybody, I'm not taking nothing away from Martin Murray, the main event, and anybody else on this card, you know, but I'm going to steal the show that night. People looked at me like, you're only 118-pounder. What makes you think you're gonna steal the show from everybody else? And I said, mark my word, I'm gonna steal the show that night. And I did. After my fight, everybody walked out, took pictures with me, and they were like, wow, impressed. You know, and I'm gonna do the same thing this night. You know, I'm not taking nothing away from Cotto, you know, Canelo, and all the people on the undercard. I know there's other title fights on there. I'm not taking anything away from anybody. You know, that's their night to shine. But I promise you guys that night I'm gonna pull out an impressive win. You know, whichever win, knockout, decision, I'm gonna win, and it's gonna look beautiful. You know, I'm just gonna mark my name that day.
Now you're currently the IBF champion. Now, do you have any plans of unifying when getting the WBA, WBC, and the WBO?
Any title. I don't care what title I go for. I just want to grab titles at this weight class. You know, they offer me a title 122, I'll take it. You know, my job is to grab different titles in my weight class, different weight classes, and make a name for myself. I want to be set aside from the rest of the fighters out here. You know, you can be named as, oh, look, there's a guy that just won a world title. I want to be named as one of the greats in the sport of boxing. It's tough. It's a tough thing to do, but trust me, I think what I have, my boxing skills, I can accomplish it.
Now, Top Class Boxing is based in the UK, and I cover here for the US. Now, what would you want to say to all the UK fans that are actually going to be watching this video?
You know what? Surprisingly, I have a big fan base out there. There's a lot of people that follow me, write to me, you know, out there. I thank them for the support, you know, after fighting, you know, their Englishman Stuart Hall and beating him. I think, you know, my fan base got a lot bigger. You know, one of my boys that live out there, Miguel, he blows my name out there. People argue with him day after day, you know, giving him shit because he's part of my team, and I thank him for all the support that he gives me, as well as everybody else out there. You know what? You know, they don't want to miss it. This is going to be a great fight. You know, we know their guy's going to come strong and try to knock my head off, but, you know, I'm going to put on a great performance, and it's going to be a great night of boxing that night.
Now, so to all the fans from the US to the UK, how can they follow you? How can they follow your career and keep in touch with you?
You can add me on Facebook. I got Twitter and Instagram, same name, Randy El Matador. And just keep following, man, because trust me, my career is gonna just hit skyrocket from right here, and I'm gonna make a name for myself in the sport of boxing.
Champ Randy El Matador Caballero, muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Thank you.